is officially that time. And although you might be living in a country or state that's weather doesn't really make it feel like such, it is officially fall. So congrats. I hope you all are basking in what will soon become such a great time and just spooky vibes all around. As you can see, I've tried decorating myself and do my part, but I've also wanted to take each week leading up to Halloween and effectively recommend and discuss some of my favorite spooky time watches. Now, not all of them are going to be straight horror movies, but there are ones that I think just get you into that perfect atmosphere and mood. With all that being said, I thought what better way than to kick this off than with 2020's hidden sci-fi horror gem, Underwater. The story of Underwater is very fascinating as we follow a drilling station 6 miles underwater who has just become capsized with large amounts of water filling the station. And as a means to find safety, they decide to go even deeper into the ocean and get to the sea floor, where they try and get to the facility where they can be safe. Now, in doing so, this group, led by their captain, encounters some strange, very disturbing creatures that begin to terrorize them, and they have to defend themselves throughout this whole perilous survival of the fittest. It is insane, and something that you'll notice from the jump is this movie wastes no time. You maybe get a minute of downtime, but in these 95 minutes, each second is not wasted whatsoever, and that's something that I love. But I'll get my con out of the way, which is this movie definitely doesn't really have any characterization whatsoever. Now, some of you may like that, as this is a high-octane adrenaline thrill ride, so there isn't much room to have character development, but it's more focused on the plot. For me, I wish there was a little bit more than the breadcrumbs we got, but what we were given was good, and it is increased and heightened by these great actors who take what they get and run with it. When I first saw Underwater, I didn't think too much of it at first, but as the days progressed, I kept going back to the film, whether it be because of the incredible set design and costuming. Like, look at these suits. Tell me this isn't some, like, Gears of War space-wearing suit that's, like, it's so badass. And this is something that I've never been able to understand, is that Hollywood tries to keep pumping out these horror films that are set in space and in galaxies so far away, when in fact Earth can possess some of the most terrifying elements in any horror film. I don't know about you guys, let me know in the comments, but I've found the depths of the ocean to be far scarier than what it is in our space, because we live on it. I don't know, just a thought. This movie is a terrific popcorn film, and it is a real shame that the studio just completely disregarded this film. To put into perspective for you, it was shot back in 2016 and 2017, but it wasn't released until January of 2020. And when a movie is slated for January of any year, it is suicide. Most films that are released during that time are just the ones that the studios don't have any faith into. The marketing was next to none. It had a very slim theatrical release. This movie was doomed to fail. It's sad because it's a really strong film. I've seen this with a great deal of my friends, and it is something that has left us on the edge of our seat, white-knuckled in a lot of scenes. It is the perfect atmospheric film, and I have always found horror to be most investing and gives the most result when the atmosphere is strong rather than relying on those jump scares, and Underwater knows that so well. I can't talk about it without mentioning William Eubank as the director behind this. He's only done like 3 features, 2 of which I've seen, and his understanding of the visual medium and his care in design is where it's at. I said though, this movie spares no expense thrusting the audience into this insane roller coaster ride, and everyone across the board does a good job with what little they're given of characterization, but the movie makes up for it in spades by world building, creature design, and a very strong sense of pacing for the plot. It goes by so quick. I mean, these are the kind of films that I made my channel for in the first place, to put people on some underrated gems that I think you'll get a kick out of, especially during this time. It is perfecto, and I think you all should check it out. It's on HBO Max. If you have the opportunity, check it out, and it's like dirt cheap for rent. If you've seen Underwater, let me know what you thought. It is a really strong film, helmed by a terrific director with such a bright future. So, thank you so much for watching. I personally love Underwater. It has become like a cult classic in my eyes and will only gain more fans over time. So, have a great, great, great fall season,